Hello YouTubers, today we're going to be working on this 96 Dodge Ram 1500. It blew the transfer case out. Customer was driving to work and bam, he just heard all kind of clunking. I'll show you what it looks like. Let's crawl down here. Okay, and I think he mentioned he's got a I think it's the rear main seal. I don't think it's his oil pan, or no, I don't think it's the oil pan. Here's the transfer case. It just cracked right open, man. Like I said, this is a work truck. It's old. He's not gonna go out and get a new $1,100 transfer case. We found one at a salvage yard. They're pretty good yard there. I bought stuff from them and it lasts. So we got a transfer case at the yard for about 500 bucks. And this is the number that you're gonna need when you go purchase one. That's the number that they asked for. That tells you the size of the transfer case. So we're gonna start on it. I guess we gotta take this cross member off and unhook the tranny from those mounts. And I'll put a jack under it to hold it and see if we can get this bad boy off here pretty soon. Alright YouTubers, I'm gonna start off by taking off the drive shaft. And I jacked up the vehicle a little bit just so the wheel would turn. I tried turning this, and I think because it's just all messed up in the transfer case, it just won't turn freely. I thought if I put it in neutral it would turn, but the whole vehicle started moving. I shoved this in here and turned it like that, and the whole vehicle started moving. So I just lifted the back up, and I'm using a 3/8 wrench on this. It's an older vehicle, so I'm gonna have to use standard wrenches. I don't know, maybe I would use some metrics, but found out these are 3/8. And y'all be careful, don't do what I did. I'm dumb. I'm under here with no jack stand, but this truck is so high, and look how much I got it lifted, about 1.5 inches. If it falls, I still got a lot of clearance here. It's not gonna smash me, and I got the wheels chalked front and back, so I should be pretty safe. But yeah guys, don't take this chance. It's just me taking this chance. I don't care. I'm done in my life. No, I'm just kidding. I just feel pretty safe with this. Anyway, let me turn this drive shaft around. Get to the other bolts on the other side. I guess I could just turn the wheel. Damn, it's hard to turn. Okay, I went ahead and put some marks there. So when I put it back on, I want to try to get it just the way it was. Now I'll have to turn it with a screwdriver or one of these prying bars. There's just so much stuff here that gets in the way that I'm just gonna have to use this little bitty screwdriver. Nope, that's hard to turn. That's because the transfer case, it's all binded up where the gears, oh man, I don't even want to turn. I'm gonna just have to go through the top and do my best. Yeah, it's locked up. Alright, I'm just gonna crawl through here and get these two other bolts up here. Yeah, these two. So let me get that. Okay, we got them off. What they look like. Right there, they hold that in there. So now, I'm not gonna put nothing under there when I pull it off. It's already leaked everything out. Take a bar, shove it in here, try to separate it. You gotta separate them. Who's that? I can't think of the name of that. Okay. Now we're just gonna pull it off from here. I'm gonna get under it and just bench press it. Come on. Out. There we go. Slowly. I said slowly, didn't I? Now I'll just grab it through the other side. And then we'll start working on this bad boy. Okay, I'm inside the truck and I'm gonna just remove this boot so I can see what all I have down there. I probably don't even have to remove this, but just in case, it'll be off. And it's got Phillips screws on it. go all the way around. Okay, it was kind of glued on there. Had a hard time getting it off. And then when you get it off, surprise, it's not gonna be that easy, bud. Some more damn screws. Let's go get the right socket. And you guessed it, 5/16. All right, I just want to make sure I didn't have a bracket or a link up here, and if the transmission went down, it'd break it off. But it seems like we're gonna be good, so that's all I wanted to see. I mean, it's a lot more work, but just want to make sure. Okay, we undid the bolts here on the this cross member here. The bolts are kind of a pain in the rear. You can reach them through here, but okay, my bad, guys. There's 2 more bolts down here. Those are the main ones I have to take off. Got in a hurry here. That's them right there. It's 1, 2, 15 millimeter, and that should let this cradle or cross member fall. It's 1, 2, and this should fall. Okay, guys, it's coming apart. It's coming slowly, but it's on there, wedged in there so tight. Gotta hammer the crap out of it, and it's coming down slowly. But I'm gonna leave this on there, then I'll just slide this exhaust hanger off of there. But I'm gonna keep trying, knock that down. Like I said, it's wedged in there real tight, so I'm having to hammer it down. Okay, what I'm trying to do is knock that cross member. I hope it's not too hard putting it back on. It just gets so wedged up on the sides, you can see. Okay, it's holding up on this bolt here that I unhooked, but that bolt's still on there, so let me just take that bolt off. It holds 2 lines. I guess they're vacuum lines for the... There we go. These 2 are the lines. Yeah. Let me see if I can get this off. It's that exhaust hanger with the transmission mount. Okay, let's see if this bad boy will come out now. There it is, guys. That'll beat the snot out of it, man. God damn. Okay, I'm taking the front dry shaft off, and I can get to 2 bolts in the bottom, since the dry shaft don't turn, I can't get to the top bolts, just these bottom ones. So I'm gonna drop the tranny a little bit so I can reach the top bolts. Nice and easy. Don't want to go too far down. Now I can reach these 2 bolts. Okay, I've got the front dry shaft loose. This should be the last bolt. And that should pop out. You need to hit it, knock it loose. Sometimes you gotta knock some sense into these damn things. Alright, we can probably just scoot it to the side. Just make sure it doesn't overstretch and work around it. If it gets in the way, I'll take it off from the front, but I want to do the least I can, especially on this truck. It's fighting me all the way. Alright, YouTubers, this is what we have. Look how messed up that is. That's why I won't turn. All these gears are locked in there, so I can't get it to turn to help me get the dry shaft and stuff off. But I already got it off. I got everything disconnected, and I think we've got about see, 6 bolts in the front that we're gonna have to take off. Take you up to the front. Okay. And look how bad this looks. Man, damn thing was barely hanging in there. But I think that we got 1, 2, 3. Anyway, there's about 6 of them around the transfer case, and then we'll pull the transfer case off. I'm gonna get my transmission jack and put it down here, and let's try to get this off. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you this transmission jack. It's a must. It makes your job 100% easier. We used to use just hydraulic jacks, and it's hell. This guy, you can strap the transmission on, and it's a piece of cake. The only thing we're missing is this. We've had it for a while. Actually, we were gonna throw it away because we didn't think it worked. But my brother was. All he needed was hydraulic fluid. It goes real high, and this will. Before I show you that, you can tilt it this way, or you can tilt it that way. That helps when you're doing the transmission. Over here, you can strap it. The tranny, and this one's missing a handle, but you turn it, and it'll tilt this way or that way. Great little jack, and then you bring it down through here. And then I love the way it swivels. It's got a swivel wheels all the way around. You can just maneuver it this way, that way, from the back, this way, that way, forward, back. It's a must, guys. Before we had that jack, we used to use this regular, hydraulic jacks like that one, and it can be hell. Transmission wants to fall off. Here, you strap it on, it's not going nowhere. And I put the transmission on that car right there, the blue one. First shot, it went in. I stabbed it in there, put 2 bolts, and I was good to go. So we'll see how it goes on this one. This is just a transfer case, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, there's 6 bolts holding the transfer case around here, and they're 14 millimeters. You can get the bottom ones with the regular wrench, but when I went towards the top and that side ones, I went ahead and used a stubby wrench, which is a 14 millimeter. There's a lot of stuff that gets in your way, and the stubby, I mean, it does the job. It gets in there in tight spots, no issues. And I'm leaving 2 bolts on it right now, just in case things go south, but it's probably on there sealed pretty good, but I don't want to take any chances. I'm fixing to put the transmission jack on the bottom in case something was to go wrong. It falls, it won't mess up the train. I don't care about the transfer case. I mean, what's gonna happen is they're gonna break more. Look at that, it's cracked all to hell. But what's gonna help you guys is drop the tranny a little bit. Right now I've got it down and it'll expose the bolts on the top. I'm gonna go ahead and raise it up a little more and then put the jack. All right, I raised the tranny up again. Now I'm gonna put this jack in. The only thing about this jack, it's a little heavy, but if you're working on real smooth concrete like inside the shop, it'll work perfect. But I'm out here because I don't have room in the shop. I got too much junk in there. Okay, that's holding it there. Now we can loosen the last bolt and see if it'll come out. I'll probably, if they don't want to come out, you want to stick a screwdriver in between the tranny and the transfer case there. In my case, I'm just gonna hit it hard because the transfer case ain't worth the crap anyway. It's done, so it doesn't matter if I damage it. But we're ready for separation right there. Right there. I'm gonna try to put a screwdriver in between there and start the separation, but if I can't, like I said, this transfer case ain't worth the poo-poo, so I'm gonna hammer the crap out of it. You don't have time to be playing its games. See how it wants to separate already? That's all you do on yours. Alright, I did forget a bolt on the other side. Kind of thought I did count 5 instead of 6, and there was 1 bolt in the middle on the other side. Somebody needs to teach me how to count. Now let me go to the other side. And this one, I don't care if it hits the ground. Like I said, it's no good. But the new one, yeah, we're gonna be real careful with that one. I'm gonna strap it on there, and I'm gonna make sure it doesn't fall. This one, I don't give a shit. Boom. Oh man, we cracked it. Okay, like I said, I don't care about this transfer case. It's a piece of junk. As long as the thing comes out. Look at that. Look at that. Tore it up. Yeah, there's no way this thing was gonna work. It's locked. Look at that big old crack right there. Alright. Let me pull this jack out of here. Okay, here's a shot of the tranny. And there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts that hold the transfer case. So we didn't have to mess with this. When I was taking this bolt off, I was going to try to go through the inside of the truck right there and reach it, but I was able to reach it. Just like I said, drop the tranny a little bit down, but don't go too far down. You don't want to stress out the bolts. They hold the tranny to the motor or the exhaust, whatever, you know, is holding it up there. But that's it. We're going to go down to the salvage Monday, today's Sunday, and get the new transfer case, put it on there, and he'll be good to go. Put some oil in it, and we're good. Alright, I just noticed something. This didn't feel right. It's got a little plate. I was going, where the heck's the plate coming from? The U-joints look pretty tight. They don't wobble. But there's something doesn't sound right here. It's broken there. You can see the ball real shiny right there. In here. Look at that. It broke. It has to have a collar. So the drive shaft's coming off so I can work on it here. Dang it, more work. This shouldn't be too bad. We just got to take off those 4. I guess there were 3/8 bolts. Can't remember what the back ones right there. Those 4, and that drive shaft will come out. Okay, we took off these 2 little clips on each side. 3/8 socket, and now we're ready to pop this drive shaft out. I marked it so when we put it back, we can have it back the way it came out. Alright, buddy, let's come out. So here's the front drive shaft, and yeah, you can hear something not right. See how it, that noise. I think somebody's here. Hold up. Okay, sorry, I had a customer come over. And you can see the collar here. Here you can probably see it better. See, that's gonna have to be changed out. Dang it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the transfer case. They had to rebuild it. It was different. It had different fittings here and stuff, so they just went ahead and did that. And it's empty. I need to, of course, put regular tranny fluid in there. It doesn't use that gear oil, nothing like that, so don't go doing that. I got it on the jack. It's strapped down. As you can see, this jack is awesome. Works perfect. It makes it a lot easier. So we're gonna roll it over to the truck and start putting it on the truck. And I hurt my arm, so I got my helper here. As you can see, he's real helpful there. It's my grandson, Zach. Yeah, I'll be seeing him more in the videos because he really loves doing mechanic work. But I told him to just kick back till I get this under there and get it ready to go. That's why I was dragging. So I can't use my right arm that much. I tore a tendon, so I'm waiting for them to call me from the VA to make an appointment to fix me up. Might have to go up a little bit. Oh man. Oh, cool. Nope. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay guys, you're just gonna have to play with it when you put it in there. You just gotta turn it till it fits. You'll find the holes will line up. Alright, so that'll work. We'll just butt it up there. You don't need no silicone, nothing. Just raise it up there and start bolting it together. Let me go get the grand kiddo to come help. Okay, we're under here. I'm gonna start jacking it up and lining it up there. We got the gasket on and we got Zachy here. So let's get the camera set up where y'all can see the action. Let me get this up there, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got it in there. Let me show you. It's butted up, and my grandson's putting the bolt. It was a little bit tough, guys, but this jack makes it 100% easier. Look how I got it tilted. You can tilt it like that, so, or like that. So invest in one of those jacks. It will make your work a lot easier. It's butted up all the way up there. I'm just having them put the bolts, and then we'll go from there. We gotta take a breather. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got him tightening the bolts, and he needs to pull his pants up. I know, guys, these kids nowadays, I guess it's called sagging. See, we dropped the tranny. I took this jack off, the transmission jack off already, and then I've got it holding with this floor jack, and we had to drop it. You'll have to drop the transmission down a little bit so you can reach the upper bolts. And just be careful. Just be careful when you drop the tranny. You don't want to let it hang too long, and it'll stress out them bolts, and you don't want to end up bending that pan. So see how we got access to the top bolts, so that'll make it easier. Then you can connect everything to the top too by dropping it like that. Now we're gonna go to the other side and tighten the bolts from the other side, so I got to move that transmission jack out of the way. Going through this side? Yeah. Okay. By the way, he's doing a good job. He's still in training, but he's doing good. I'll recheck everything after he gets it done. We've got another connection that we're not gonna be able to hook up yet because it goes to an O2 sensor that I noticed when I took it off that it busted that O2 sensor too. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This one with the floor, and there's a vacuum that goes up there too. Let me get it. I'm trying to squeeze in here. There we go. Put the clip on here in a little bit. Let's hook this up. And it only goes one way, guys. I'm sure you could probably hook it up, but it's got a little indentation there, and then it's got a, where you plug it in, there's a little, I don't know, something there to keep you from plugging it the wrong way. See, that way won't go. It hits this little ditch there, goes right between that little thing that's in there, and it'll hook in there. Oh, those vacuum hoses, and that's it. Now we need to put the shifter lead on. It should be done up here. Okay, YouTubers, we're gonna get this cross member up here, and I'm gonna try to do it by myself. My right arm I can't really use that much, and my grandson's not here right now, but if I can't do it, I'm gonna have to go get him. And these are a pain in the butt. When they came out, it was real hard. I had to hammer the heck out of it, and I was wondering how am I gonna put this thing back in. Look, it's so tight. So I found this guy that told me how to do it. He says that everything has their way, and I believe it. And a lot of things have their certain way. He said grab it and turn it this way with the front straight up, and it should fall. And some other guy was telling me that they're meant to just slip in there and drop in place, and I guess it's true, because look, I'm lifting it up with my knee, I'm facing it up like that. Once I get it up there, I'll start turning it, and look, it falls in place, guys. Look how simple it is. My God, it's almost unbelievable, guys. check this out where I beat the crap out of it to take it out. Man, I cannot believe. Now I guess you can take the hammer and adjust it. I'm gonna give it a little wax because like I said, my right arm ain't 100% yet. But I hope that helps you guys. You know, just tip it with the front straight up in the air. Stick it up there where it's supposed to go, and then it just kind of drops. Let's try it again. Kind of surprised that this actually worked. Okay, here it comes off. Like I say, here I got it facing the front. It's supposed to go like that. Point it upwards. Put it up there where it's supposed to go. Oh, damn, my arm. It's a lot easier if you could have both strings on both arms, but look at that. So it's right in there. Wow. All right, that's enough before I mess up my arm. And I know, guys, I know some vehicles are tighter than others, and yours might be super tight that you can't do this, but they do have a tool. It's called Porta Power. It's got a jack and it works hydraulic, and that's what my brother uses. He works at a mechanic shop or a transmission shop. That's what he uses. They put it on here on the frame, and then they pump it, and it hydraulically opens, and it spreads your frame open where you can put this cross member in there, then slowly let the fluid out, and it'll close back in place, and then you can button it up. Some people use the hammer. They're real successful using the hammer, beating it back in there. You do it whatever you have to, guys. And I mean, I was trying to hammer and I couldn't get it, and mostly it's because of this arm. I can't really use it. So I said there's got to be a different way, and I got a hold of this guy and asked him, how do you do it? And he told me. And it worked awesome, guys. It's unbelievable. It's on there. It's not falling. What the heck, guys? I'm gonna give it a few whacks and see if I can get it in there. If not, like I said, I'll wait till the old grand kiddo. It looks so close. I'm trying to line up this side. Oh wow, this side almost went in. Wow. Wow, guys, it went in. And you put a bolt in here and hold this in. That one's almost in too, guys. Unbelievable. All right, before I put the other bolts on that cross member, remember this little bracket, and I started taking these bolts off. If y'all remember, I told you to take these. I don't take those off. This thing comes off with them. And make sure this, I cleared out of all kinds of sand here. You put this exhaust pan, whatever, in there. Make sure the transmission's lifted high enough for you to be able to get this in here. And then I'm going to slide it in there. If you need, put some WD-40 here. It's in. Try to align it. Figure out which bolts went in there. I think these are it. That's gonna be fun. Bring it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, now I can wiggle it around. Try to adjust it. These are the bolts. Okay, make sure you get these. They're 16 millimeter. They're kind of tricky to get in there, but you can get them. Okay, I just came from O'Reilly's. Let's see if we got the right one. Got me 3 quarts of transfer case or automatic transmission fluid. Yep, that looks like it, guys. Well, we make sure these are greased up. Then I'm gonna get with the program. Okay guys, sometimes these engine haters actually use their head. For this bottom cross member, they left a hole there. So just put your nut in there, hold that bolt, and just put it in there. I already did, so now just turn it till it hand tightens. And they also were kind enough. This had a plug on here on one of these. Okay, guess it's missing a few plugs. Get those cables out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna try to put the drive shaft on. Whew, got it in there. Okay, you see where the mark is? I went ahead and lifted the rear end so I can get this to slide in there. If it's off a little bit, see, it'll make a difference. It won't go in, you'll have hell. So you need to turn the wheel. I don't know if you can see it, I'm turning it with my feet. And see, it turns that. That way you can align perfect. I need to tap it a little bit. I grabbed the wrong one without the mark. Three-eighths. We'll give it the final tightening. There we go. That should do it. Alright fellas, it's starting to get dark. I'm gonna get this done before it gets dark. I just got frustrated. My brother came over. He works, like I said, transmission place, so he showed me what to do, and I almost dropped the whole transfer case again. I was just so frustrated. Let me show you what. I couldn't get this link, see it right here, in, because this right here, this linkage was flipped around and there wasn't any room. It kept hitting on there. There was no way to get it on there. So I called my brother and said, how the heck do you get it in there? And like I said, I was so frustrated. There's a bolt right here. That one, I think it's a 14 millimeter. Take it off and you flip this the other way around. So you see how it curves out? Well, he had it the other way where it curves in. So there was no room to hit there. Damn numbnuts. I know we all make mistakes, and I've made them too. So I'm just being hard on the guy because he made my spinning. Now we're here figuring it out. I almost dropped the whole transfer case, and my brother came and said, just loosen that bolt and flip that. You can tell he put it wrong because this little bushing was sticking that other way. He goes, it should be facing this way. So I took it off, and now look, perfect. Shifts real good, and it's out of the way. So see guys, even the best make mistakes. I did that. So if you have that issue where you don't have clearance here, take this whole little arm off. It's got a bolt right there. Flip it around, put it back in, and look at all that room you got now. It shifts with no problem. I even took that damn sensor up here off. Now I gotta put it back on. Where is it? That one right there. So that guy really made me work. Like I tell you, I take a break. If you can't get it, it's driving you crazy, take a breather, man. See, now I gotta put this back in. It's the little extra work I had to do because of that guy's mess up. So see, whenever y'all mess up, mechanics, you cost other people downtime. It could have been done, and now we're going. Instead, I'm still hitting here. Okay, I took it off again. Like I said, I'm already screwed, so what the heck, huh? See these two little clips, whatever, little pieces of right there where my thumb's going back and forth. They go in here on the connection, right there and right there, right there and right there. That's why it's screw up proof, you know. It won't go any other way. So let me put it back in there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see with the glare on the building over there, but I'm putting this front dry shaft on now. Takes 15mm bolts. Oh gosh. Oh man. Oh. Ouch. Sorry guys, that arm's killing me. But the show must go on. Line it up. And I'm just gonna set it on top up here on this other side so I can slam it in there. And wear glasses, guys, because okay, it's way off. Gotta turn it. I think I got it. Still may be off a little bit. 16, ladies and gentlemen. I messed up. I thought it was a 15. You can turn the wheel so you can line it up. Right there. Let me give you a look at where we're at. I just bolted that on. And see how that shifter doesn't hit. Comes close, but it don't hit. The other way, if I try to put it the other way, that block would hit on the dry shaft. I only got 2 screws on that one. I need 2 more. And this is where we're at. Finish this one up. Oh, real quick, when I put these in, I can't lift it up with my right hand. I use channel locks. Just squeeze where we at. Just squeeze the back of it and then put this other end where it won't interfere with the front and squeeze it. Let's see if I can demonstrate. Yeah, like this, see? And it'll bring it in. Thought I'd throw that in real quick. Tap this in there to make sure we're in. Put the first, this one's got a mark, so it goes on this side. I don't think I marked the other side. Alright YouTubers, let me show you the setup. This bolt that goes to the transfer case takes 30mm. I'd rather use a wrench, but I'm gonna use this crescent. And it opens wide enough. And this is right over here. You go down to the transfer case and it's right there. I guess this one's to drain it. And that one's for the higher ones you're gonna put it on. This is where you're gonna put the fluid in. And you put fluid enough to where it starts dripping slowly out. But I've got it jacked up, but I just wanna show you the setup because I'm gonna bring it down. You should be at a level. The vehicle should be leveled, and that's my setup. I've got that jack stand holding the quart of transmission fluid. And then I got the little pump that sucks it right in there. And it takes regular transmission fluid, I think Dextron 5 or this one right here, and it'll work just as good. Okay, hopefully you can see the truck's leveled. I brought it down, prepare for a mess. Okay, now I'm gonna shove that in there and put this in there. Like I said, it called for only 1.5 quarts. But I bought 3 quarts because I know this is bone dry, but we'll see how much it takes. And you can take a nap while you're down here. Nobody's gonna see you. Alright, see, it's coming out now, so this is where the messy part is at. I'm gonna try not to make a mess, but that's gonna be impossible. And see how it's dripping, guys? Wow, it doesn't take much, guys. I bought 3 quarts and it only took like 1.5. I've already started on that one and it's already pissing fluid everywhere. Why do all these bolts seem like they take forever when you're trying to put them on? Okay, that's it. Now let's see how we're gonna get this mess out of here. Okay. All right, I'm draining it out right here. So slowly, I don't want to make a mess. Let's let it drain for a little bit longer. Here we go. Running good, gents, or ladies and gentlemen. Again, thanks for watching, and like always, I really appreciate you, and God bless.